Hey everyone, welcome back. Ready to really get our subscription smarts on?
I'm ready to dive in.
Feels like everything these days, seriously, everything is a subscription, right?
Right.
From like streaming to socks, you name it, there's a subscription for it.
It's true.
So we're cracking open subscription business case studies, 25 examples with growth tactics.
Love this book.
It's amazing. And this deep dive, we're all about figuring out, why are these businesses just like exploding? What's in their playbooks?
Yeah, we're going deeper than just knowing the big names. This is about understanding what makes these models work,
Yes.
the decisions they make,
Yeah.
and how we can apply those ideas in completely different fields.
It's like having cheat codes, but for building a successful business. Okay, so to kick things off, let's talk about the giants, the ones who basically invented this subscription game: Netflix, Amazon Prime, Spotify.
The classics.
But what's fascinating is what they all have in common.
Well, they've been so successful that it's easy to forget how revolutionary their models were.
Totally.
Think about it. Netflix went from mailing DVDs to building a whole empire of content.
Right.
And a big part of that was, putting so much money into their own original shows and movies.
Yes, and it worked. Stranger Things, Bridgerton, Squid Game, they created shows you literally couldn't watch anywhere else.
Exactly. Exclusivity.
Yeah.
It's like they created this whole new way for everyone to bond over, the latest binge-worthy show.
They really tapped into something there.
Totally. And by getting those big actors and directors on board, they've made their name mean quality.
It's true, but it's not just the content, right? There's also how personalized Netflix feels. Their algorithm just seems to know what I want to watch.
Yes. Even before you do.
Yeah.
It's all about personalization.
So smart. Okay, then there's Amazon Prime Masters of Bundling.
Oh, for sure.
It all started with that free shipping, something everyone wants, and then boom, they just keep adding more.
Right. And suddenly you're getting videos, music, ebooks, even groceries delivered for free.
Exactly. That annual fee doesn't feel like a cost anymore. It's like an all-access pass to everything.
I know. It's hard to resist.
Okay, last but not least, let's talk music. Remember when we all bought CDs and then scrambled to figure out digital downloads?
I do.
And then Spotify came along with their freemium model and just changed everything.
There's a really good example of how to use consumer psychology,
How so?
Well, the free tier is super attractive.
Right.
But then you're stuck with the ads, and you can't just listen to what you want when you want.
True.
And that's the genius part. That's their strategy. They make you want to upgrade.
It's like they know we'll crack and pay just to avoid those ads.
Exactly. Or to listen to that one song on repeat, guilt-free.
You're so right. They create the need, and then boom, they offer the solution.
It's brilliant.
Okay, so we've covered the big players, the ones we all know. But get this. The really interesting stuff is how other businesses, ones you wouldn't expect, are also winning with the subscription model.
Now that's what I'm talking about, the unexpected.
Exactly. Get ready for some surprises because
that's
we're about to uncover some real game changers, unexpected subscriptions. Lay it on me. What else is out there?
Okay, so get this. Razors, workout classes, designer clothes, all subscriptions now.
Wait, seriously?
Yep. It's not just about digital stuff anymore.
Okay, now I'm really interested. So I'm getting a monthly box of shoes now.
Kind of. Think Rent the Runway. It's all about that desire for luxury,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
But you don't want to spend a fortune, and who's going to wear the same thing all the time?
True, true.
So they made it a subscription. Access to all these amazing clothes without the commitment.
That's actually really smart. They saw a problem and just solved it.
Exactly. And then there's Dollar Shave Club. They completely changed the game for razors.
Oh, yeah. Their marketing was brilliant. That first video they did, still iconic.
Right. It was funny, but it also really hit on a pain point for people. Razors are expensive.
Yeah. The worst, and I still quote that line, our blades are fin great.
See? But it wasn't just the marketing. They really did offer a good deal.
Totally. No more last-minute drugstore runs for overpriced blades.
Convenience is key.
Yeah.
Right? Just like with Peloton. They took at-home workouts to a whole other level.
Right. It became this whole community thing.
Exactly. That's what their case study highlighted, the community aspect. Live classes, leaderboards, the whole experience.
It's why go to the gym when you can have that energy at home?
Exactly. And they keep things fresh with new classes all the time, so that monthly fee feels justified.
Okay, so the product is important, but it's also about the experience.
Yes. And even more than that, the feeling of being part of something.
Yeah.
which is huge with niche subscriptions,
Niche subscriptions. Now, those are fun, like hyper-specific stuff for people's passions.
right? Dog boxes, personalized vitamins, even like storytelling for your family.
It's wild. BarkBox, Care of, Storyworth, these companies get so granular, it's amazing.
It's the perfect example of targeting. You're not trying to please everyone, just the people who love what you're offering.
And those people, they'll be loyal because it feels personal.
Exactly. It's not just a transaction. It's like joining a club for people who get you.
Like a secret handshake, but with, like, a box of goodies every month.
Yeah.
Love it.
Right. And it's not just consumers getting in on the action. The B2B world is all about subscriptions now, too.
Oh, yeah. Big time. Businesses love subscriptions, and I get it.
Think about it. Salesforce, Slack, Zoom, DocuSign. These are essential tools for so many companies.
Makes sense to just have them as a recurring thing, especially if your business is growing.
Exactly. As the company grows, they often need more from the service, so it scales naturally.
Predictable revenue for them, a service that grows with you. Win-win.
Exactly. They become indispensable, part of how the business runs. Makes it much harder to cancel.
Totally. Okay, so we've talked about the cool stuff, but now let's get a little more into like the nitty-gritty. What are the numbers behind all this?
You want to talk metrics, the lifeblood of subscription businesses.
Hit me with the good stuff. What do these companies obsess over?
Well, they're all about tracking their success, right? And for that, you need the right data.
Don't worry, we won't bore you with the statistics lecture, but there are a few key metrics that are like music to any subscription business's ears.
Okay, what are we talking about here?
Let's start with monthly recurring revenue, or MRR.
That's just like the income they get every month, right?
Exactly. It's that beautiful, predictable income flowing in like clockwork.
Makes sense.
But getting customers is only half the battle, right? We have to keep them coming back for more.
Yes.
And that's where churn rate comes in.
It's all about how many customers leave, right?
Exactly. It's the flip side of the coin. A high churn rate can sink even the most promising business.
So it's super important to keep those customers happy.
It's like a leaky bucket. You can pour in new subscribers, but if they're leaking out the bottom just as fast, you're not getting anywhere.
I get it.
So how do you plug those leaks? That's where customer lifetime value, or CLV, comes in.
Okay, how does that work?
CLV is about figuring out how much a customer is worth to your business over the long haul. It factors in how much they spend and how long they stick around. The higher the CLV, the more profitable your business becomes.
So it's like building a good relationship, you know? You don't just want a one-time thing.
Exactly. You want them to stick around. It's all about building those lasting relationships.
Makes sense.
And these case studies show how successful companies use data to make, like, smart decisions.
Tell me more.
Netflix, for example, is constantly analyzing viewing data, and they use those insights to personalize recommendations. They even use it to figure out what shows they should make next.
That's really smart.
They're always adapting to stay ahead of the curve and keep that churn rate low.
It's all about keeping people coming back for more.
Exactly, and that's the takeaway. The subscription model isn't just a trend, it's a complete shift in how we think about value and consumption. It's about building relationships, offering ongoing value, and constantly changing to meet those changing needs.
It's all about that ongoing value.
So as we wrap this up, we want to leave you with a question. How can you apply the subscription model to your own life?
It's a good question.
Could you offer a service, a skill, or even a product on a recurring basis?
I have to think about that.
Exactly. The possibilities are endless, so keep those creative juices flowing.
I will.
Until next time, happy subscribing.